We're making cereal bars today. I'm going to be making blackberry because I got some blackberry jam out. I've got all the ingredients out, so let's mix it together, make these cereal bars, and it'll be that simple. Welcome back, I'm Carrie and this is Keep It Simple DIY. I'm starting out with 3/4 of a cup of flour. I am cutting this recipe in half just because I don't need a ton of cereal bars. I want to try it out first. I also have 1/6 of a cup of flax meal. This is really cool because there's like a line that shows halfway inside of my measure. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And we're going to do 1/2 tablespoon of coconut oil, and I am just going to eyeball that. I have my green string out. It's early in the morning. Eyeball a little bit of vanilla. We're gonna add 1 egg. And then a tablespoon of honey. We're gonna mix it, see where it's at, and add any soy milk as needed. So I'm really excited about this recipe, and the reason I decided to try this recipe is because there's a lot of talk about Kellogg's and boycotting them. So it's only a 3-month thing from what I hear, but I figured let's see if we can make these things on our own. I'm just gonna mix this together. The problem is my honey is very thick, so I might need to, I probably should have melted the honey first, but that's okay. Get the honey off of my spoon. Kind of press it around and in. Now you can use any jam. I'm using blackberry just because it's something that's been in my cabinet for a while and I want to use up. And I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So I think we're about as nice as we can be. Now I just need to add milk until it becomes a consistency where I can roll it out. So I'm going to little by little add milk and mix it up. You know, let me put a few of these things away. That might be too much. You could also make this, I bet, with like different oats and such. This is the recipe that I saw, but I feel like using oats ground up or oats not ground up would be really great as well. Let's see. I think we're just about there. I just need to make sure it's all mixed together now. Okay, I think we're a little on the sticky side, but I don't want to add more flour to it, I don't think. So I think we're going to just go with this. Let me show you the texture. I have a tray lined with parchment paper. I am just going to spray this parchment paper, and then I'm going to tip this out onto it. And I'm going to press it out until it's kind of flat. And I think to do that, I'm going to need to spray the spoon as well. Really, I probably should be doing this on something else and then transferring it, but I don't want to make something else messy, so this is what I'm doing. I decided to switch to my hand. Now the recipe did say that you can cut and paste the dough if you need to fill it in to make the rectangle look proper, so you have that in mind. And I'm just trying to fill this out as far as I can. I just want to make them, oh my, I just want to make sure that they're not too thick and they don't have too much dough. And you could totally do this with like a rolling pin, but I'm all about not cleaning extra dishes today. You guys hear the cat? All right, let me put the bowl down and grab something to slice through, and then we'll fill them. All right, I've got a dough cutter. I need to eyeball how big I want these to be, and I think I want to make an even amount of them. So let's just see, if I do this and then this, maybe I could make 4. So cut it there, and I will be folding them in half. Okay, so let's put some of this on there. Hopefully I don't way overfill them, but there's a good chance that that's something that I'll do. And you want to use a thicker jam, I would imagine, because a runny one I would think would just come right out. This probably will still run out, but we'll see how that goes. You could also use a low sugar jam or jelly. I'd probably say prefer something that has a little bit of texture in it though. This is not a low sugar jam. All right, steal some from this one. Now for the part that I'm most skeptical of, and I think I'm going to turn them around because I'm right-handed and I feel like that will make it easier. So I'm going to try to pick up part of the dough and roll it over. Actually, I might have overfilled that. I think this would also work better, just having a little bit of spray on it. So let's do this one. And I think I did put a little bit too much milk in here. So we're going to pull this up a little bit first. Try to push that jam in. I stuffed way too much jam in these. Don't put that much jam. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. A little bit coming out on the top, but that's okay. Let's do the next one. This was by far the best one. It still has too much jam, but worked the best so far. Gonna cut and paste, as they say. Here they are before putting them in the oven. I think so far they're looking great. I'm hoping they don't explode too much, but we're gonna put them in the oven for 15 minutes. All right, these have come out of the oven and they look fantastic. I've got to say, they did not explode out at all. I thought they were going to have jam running everywhere, but that didn't happen. So that's fantastic. They're actually quite stable, so like they're not going to break apart. I'm so excited to give these a try. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. That's the end piece. It didn't have much jam, but that is so good. Let me get a bite with some jam. These are way better than the Nutri-Grain bars. I feel like there's so many different variations that I could do with this too. You could put any kind of jam on the inside. You could make it sugar-free, not sugar-free. You could change the outside. The flax meal makes it a little bit more healthy. You could also use oat flour instead of regular flour. I do think if you didn't use any regular flour, they wouldn't stay together as well. But this is fantastic. I'm very happy with how this turned out. And I'm like, all right, I gotta finish the video so I can eat the rest of it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see you. If you're interested in other videos, I will pop 2 up on the end screen, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.